Today, we're going to configure our Solis Hybrid inverter in UPS mode. There is an incoming huge typhoon this week, and we want our hybrid to be 100% full in terms of its battery capacity. So as you can see, it will hit us on Saturday or somewhere in Sunday. So to do this, all we need to do is to go to your Solis settings. So if you're the owner of your hybrid, then you'll be able to do the remote control. Now, currently, what we have is I set my battery at 70%. Okay, so my reserve SOC is battery percent. We want to make sure that this one, in any eventuality, it must be 100%. So that means we're going to set this up in UPS mode. The battery would be 100% any time of the day. If there's a grid interruption and then suddenly it goes up again, then the grid will charge your battery if your PV is not available. Okay, and also if you have a generator, then you can also do that. But right now, what I have are AC coupled. I have two AC coupled on my system. So there are three inverters running on this setup. So to set up our hybrid to become UPS mode, so what you need to do is go to your device, and from your device, you click your inverter serial number, and from here, you'll be able to see the same thing, all the data, your graphs and everything, but our main concern basically is our battery. How do we going to have it charged on 100%? Okay, so click inverter control. It will only show up if you are the owner or you're under organizational unit. So click inverter control, and then under storage mode, so since you're using a Wi-Fi remotely, then it has a delay. So currently my battery reserve switch is on and battery reserve value is at 70%. Allow export is disabled. Export calibration, I don't have any issues with it, so don't touch it. The grid peak shaving switch is enabled. That means when your grid would charge your battery below the reserve SOC, it will have a total of 200 watts, so 2 kilowatts of input power from the grid. So that means going back in here, the 200, the 2 kilowatt will become your load. So if this is around 120 watts, that means the charge grid import would be your load plus minus the 120 kilowatt, then that would be your battery charge. Now it will take 5 minutes before this will reflect. So it's going to set this up. Okay, so you must enable your grid charge, grid peak shaving switch enabled, grid peak shaving on how much value you want to charge your battery. Because if this is off, what happens is if this is 6 kilowatt like this one, this is a 6 kilowatt hybrid inverter, the whole 6 kilowatt will going to charge your battery using the grid. So to limit it, you must have enable the grid peak shaving switch and grid peak shaving value of 2K, 2000 watts, and then allow grid charge. Okay, so now it doesn't do anything yet because the reserve SOC is 70% and the battery reserve switch is also 70%. Now to kickstart UPS mode, that means the battery we can have it 100%. So 100% SOC, save. Command is successful. Okay, so now we have 100. Going to try it again. How come did not? Okay, now it's 100. Okay, and then let's check our system. Now it will take 5 minutes before this one will be able to reflect. Okay, so let's refresh. Now let's wait. Remember, the 2000 watts would be your 2000 less your backup load, and then the rest would go to your battery as grid charge, import power. Now, if this is around 200 watts, that means what we are expecting to have when this grid charge will kick in later, that would be 1.8 kilowatt going to our battery to charge. Okay, so let's wait. I'm going to fast forward this so that we won't have to wait because it will have if another 4 minutes to be able to refresh. So let's going to wait because right now, as you can see, there's a storm brewing on the east side of the Philippines where I live, and it will hit us on under wendy.com. That would hit us middle of Sunday. Yeah, so that would be around Sunday. And in anticipation with that, we need to have our setup ready to be able to have 100% UPS mode, because sometimes if you have a lot of toppled poles, then it will take time for the DU to be able to repair our electricity or the grid. So that's why it's very important that you want to have your battery at full capacity, 100%. Okay, let's refresh it again. Sometimes it will show it in here once if it's kickstart, so not yet. Okay, so 3 minutes ago. So the model is 6 kilowatt. It's plus. Okay, so my battery, if you want to check your battery, so my battery is Pylon Tech. Coming from here, so 0, no battery current because it's standby mode. BMS, state of health is 100%. Maximum charge under BMS and discharge 160 amps. Discharge is 200 amps. And this one is, I have two. So my battery is around 200 Ah. So roughly it's about 10 kilowatt hour in capacity. Okay. You can see it also here, some of the important details of your battery. Let's click because it's already 12, so that's why we don't have any more current because it's switched from the next day. And we will wait. Okay, let's close this and go back to our overview. So it's still not doing the refresh. Aside from having your power flow, it's also important that you'll be able to see your graph. Okay, So graphed in here. So earlier, my maximum SOC is 85%. Okay. Since this is AC coupled, I have an alarm about AC coupling stop. Okay, so uh, here, this is the AC coupled. Uh, it is governed by the hybrid. So if you installed under smart port and you want to control on how to limit its power under smart port, all you need to do is to enable the smart port, then AC coupled. So you have plenty of choices here. Generator input, smart load output, or AC coupled. So we have AC coupled. And the maximum export control, if you want to control it, it is based on export power and SOC. So that means when your battery currently, you cannot select it, but based on this test, I have once your battery, oops, now it kickstart. Okay. Once your battery reaches 80%, your AC couple will be disconnected. So that's why we have alarm. So right now, as you can see, we only imported roughly around 2 kilowatt. Okay, so that's the impact when you are going to enable your grid peak shaving switch, and this is the control on how much import power you want to charge your battery, less your household load. Okay, so that's how easy it is for you to be able to configure during emergency purposes, especially if there's a typhoon. In this case, so it will charge only around a total import power of 2 kilowatt. Okay, so very important to note that uh, just do this during emergency purposes. If it's on regular basis, by all means, you can have your battery even up to 20% SOC. But in my case, since the grid power in my place is a bit stable, so I just place it at 70%. Okay, so right now, this one. Now, if you want to uh, increase it, so let's give it a try. Increase again, let us say 3000. So 3000 watts, save, just to see whether it will follow on the system that we have. Okay, and then we're going to wait again. Okay, so now as you can see, it's changed to 300, 3000 watts of charging power. So that's how easy it is for you to be able to control your uh, grid import in terms of charging your battery. So that means total power, which is around import power, which is around 3 kilowatt, then less the backup load that you have, and then the result is what happens is this one. Okay, so your total uh, charge going to your battery is around 2.6. Okay, so in summary, when you want to change your system to UPS mode, that means your battery reserve should be 100%, and then you enable your peak shaving switch, and then the grid peak shaving value to the wattage what you're liking of how much value you want. So let's see the range in here. So the range, basically the range, you can have it the range at 2, 4. Okay, so I'll just going to set it back to 2000 watts. Okay, the maximum is only 2400s in terms of charging, and then from here you just enable the allow grid charge, so that once your SOC drops below 100%, the grid will charge your battery and maintain your battery at 100%. But at any normal operation, it always the PV that will charge your battery to 100%. But this one is a different situation because we are under emergency due to a typhoon, and then set it to a UPS mode, and this is how you're going to set it. 100% for the battery reserve, enable the peak shaving switch, grid peak shaving value, maximum of 2400 watts, and then allow grid charge. Okay, so that's all for today, and wait for the next video in terms of how do you be able to set it up easily. So Solis is very easy to set up in terms of commissioning. Good day.